So, hi guys, welcome back to the K2A podcast. This is season 1, episode 7, and this is the show where two friends reminisce about their school memories and look back at what all we all enjoyed. And this is also the show where Ashish removes inappropriate stuff through the power of editing. So, with that, I'd like to introduce my co-host, the one and only Ashish Rao.
Hello, editing god.
That's the editing god. So today, what we thought we'd do a bit, something a bit more interesting, right? And we thought we'd take a flurry of questions from our listeners. These are questions, or rather, topics submitted by our listeners on the Google form provided by us, and we're going to have a rapid fire round today. Basically, what we're going to do is instead of one topic, we're going to discuss probably 3, 4 topics in succession. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our favorite TV shows back in the day. So, Ashish, you want to go first?
Yeah. I think my TV show has evolved throughout the years. I think back in first to I think sixth grade or something. No, first to fifth grade, I would watch your normal stuff, right? Cartoons, Tom and Jerry, this thing, all that stuff. Cartoon Network, by the way, big one. I have no idea what happened to it.
Okay.
It was so good, and it got ruined completely throughout the years.
Mm.
But I remember I used to watch a lot of Disney as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which watching Disney I remember was not cool, so I would pretend like I didn't. But I like Disney shows and I would love them. How about you?
So, I was big into, there was a show called Hannah Montana, if you remember.
Yes, on Disney.
Yeah, at Disney. Hannah Montana was there. So, I found it very interesting. I mean, the way they took the storyline and all that. About a normal girl who's also a superstar. She has two
Yeah.
identities. And
Yeah.
there was another show called, what was it called? There were two twins. I don't remember the show name. There were two twins, Jack and Jill, something.
No. Best Suits of Life or something like that.
Suit Life of something.
Zack and Cody.
Just Zack and Cody. Yeah. Suit Life of
Sweet
Zack
Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah. So that
That was
was
a great show, dude.
that was one show which I used to see regularly. There was another show called Wizards of Waverly Place. I think Selena Gomez, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now looking back at all that, it's really you really don't know what to say because those are the
Yeah.
shows which you really enjoyed. I was not really much of a Discovery guy, Discovery Channel and National Geographic and all those things.
Yeah.
I
Same
was like,
here.
I'm learning enough in school. I don't want to
Yeah.
look at the
I
TV
don't want
shows
to
at
come
home.
back home and learn more.
Yeah, exactly. And some people used to see Sonpari and all those shows.
Yeah.
Shaktiman. I'm not saying no or watch it, but these are the shows I used to watch.
By the way, Shaktiman is now there on Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah?
If
It's there, huh?
anyone's interested, yeah.
Oh,
Shaktiman's
okay.
there, Johnny Bravo's there, Powerpuff Girls are there. Like all of our
Pop
old,
of Girls, yes.
yeah,
Pop of
all
Girls.
of our old childhood, this thing is now on Amazon.
Yeah. People, Hannah Montana, I thought it was kind of a girlish show. Now it seems very weird, right? But then
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you go to school, it's okay to admit it, right? Because it was a really
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
show.
It's okay to admit it now because you realize that a lot of people have watched it now.
Yeah,
Back in the day, it was like, oh, you watched that show? Come on, bro.
correct.
Like, yeah. Now it's like, oh yeah, we all used to watch it. Yeah.
So what I don't understand is if you just change your wig, nobody will recognize you. This is
Exactly.
insane. The logic is insane. The underlying logic of the show is that a person changes her wig and nobody
Yeah.
recognizes her, which is amazing.
No, but then again, Superman wears a pair of glasses and nobody recognizes him.
Good
So,
point. Yeah, that's a very good point.
people are stupid and they will believe anything.
Yeah. So, speaking of TV shows, yeah, then I started probably in my 9th or 10th standard. I started seeing Modern Family.
Oh, yeah.
I think people still see it. Yeah,
I think it's still going, no? I don't think it's stopped.
I think it's over. I'm not sure though. Not in the space, as you say. But I used to see Modern Family. Then there was this other show called, I think it was I've seen Sherlock. Sherlock was very recent, probably in my first year of college.
Yeah. I think we've all seen Friends, right?
No.
You haven't seen Friends?
So I'll go on air to admit it. Everyone likes Friends. I don't.
I don't like Friends either. I think Friends is okay. I think Friends is overhyped, but no, but you've seen Friends, right?
See, I'm not saying it's a bad show. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying that don't overreact to every reaction that Joey or whoever the guy gives.
Yeah.
And there's more to dialogue delivery than voice modulation and just screaming, right?
Yeah, like especially like past season 6, it just becomes like over the top reactions. It's like, do you want to go to that coffee place? No. Then there's like a voice box in the background going ha 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 ha. Like those are jokes from season 6 onwards.
How many seasons are there of Friends?
I think 10.
There are 10 seasons. Each
Yeah.
season has how many episodes?
24 if I'm not wrong.
24.
And, yeah,
Okay.
and like season 1 to 4 of what I remember was really funny.
Okay.
Well, once I started seeing past season 5, I just went like, that is not funny, that's not funny,
Okay.
that's not funny. And just like becoming softer and softer and softer because everyone around me is like, oh, friends, bro, friends, so funny, friends, friends.
Wait. Hold up. You're forgetting one show.
Yeah.
Which is
How
the
I Met
one
Your Mother.
show
Yeah.
which made cookery look cool?
Cookery look cool.
Yeah,
MasterChef.
exactly. MasterChef Australia.
Ah, yeah. Oh,
MasterChef
by the way,
Australia.
big news. Those 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
Matt and whatever.
Yeah.
Those guys left now.
They left? What happened?
Yeah. I don't know. After season
Acidity.
11. What?
Acidity. What happened?
No. After probably type 2 diabetes.
Type
No,
2
like
diabetes.
after season 11, those 3 guys left. So they'll be bringing new hosts for
Oh,
season 2.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, that was the first time in my life
Mm.
where I have seen someone describe onion pakoda so
Yeah.
beautifully, so beautifully. I have never seen in my life
Yeah.
someone describe something so simple, so beautiful. Oh, the
Yeah.
texture, oh, the moisture, oh, the texture. Are you serious? He's making
Yeah,
pakoda.
exactly.
Why are you hyping it?
Yeah.
And then the drama. See,
Yeah.
all the TV shows, right? What they basically do is they have a cameraman who goes and goes into the food, zooms into the food.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
some very good sound mixing in the background. There is some very good editing. So basically,
Yeah.
MasterChef is not a great show. It's good editing,
Yeah,
in my
it
opinion.
is great editing. It's
It is
great
great
editing.
editing, yeah.
No, plus it's like if you're like me and you've seen like 6, 7 different seasons of MasterChef, right?
Yeah.
You realize that every season, every week, it is the biggest week ever. It is the biggest prize ever,
Yeah.
and ultimately it turns out to be something that is not worth it at all.
I don't know because I used to binge watch those shows regularly.
Hmm.
Uh, it was like a family time, you know. We used to discuss in
Yeah,
class.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Matt's going. Oh, this go. Why am I talking in Australian? I don't know. But this guy's
Yeah.
gonna go out. There was another show called Top Chef, right? That was a bit more professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Top Chef was like this is a channel called AXN. I don't know if it's still there, but
It's there, but
it's there.
makes
Yeah.
horrible content now.
Speaking of AXN, you remember a show called Takeshi's Castle?
Oh, dude.
Dude.
Amazing show. Like
That was-
Takeshi's Castle for me is like everything that is great about like that kind of Japanese culture.
Yeah.
It's like it's weird, it's crazy, anything's happening, people are getting hit everywhere, and the people are actually running headfirst into a door.
Yeah.
That is the best thing for me ever.
Dude, what show is that, man? I have never seen people in life acting so dumb
Yeah, exactly.
on TV.
Yeah.
Hey, what show here? People are going. I don't know, man. I think there was a show called Hole in the Wall. Probably people make shapes. People combine together to make shapes, and there's a kind of
Oh, yeah,
basically
yeah,
the
yeah.
wall, and they have to fit themselves in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also on AXN, I think, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember which channels exactly. Obviously, we can't forget Kaun Banega Crorepati with
Yeah.
Amitabh
Kaun Banega
Bachchan
Crorepati was
and
big.
Shah Rukh Khan. I'll tell you one thing. So we used to 9 p.m. right? The show starts at 9 p.m. I think it starts at 9 p.m. and we all tune in TV and it's a family time, right? Fastest singer first, and then
Yeah.
the one guy is like, "Oh, I was so poor, I was garibi and all those things," and then he's like, you jeet gaya ab 1 crore." What? So that was another, phase in life. That was a good one. It was like entertainment, but you're
Yeah.
learning, which is what parents like, right? Entertainment and learning is equal to best.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Shubham, is there any weird TV shows that you liked? Like TV shows that you weren't
Weird.
really...
I never understood WWE. No, but I don't. Why I don't understand is these people. Obviously, they're 6 footers and all those things. They
Hmm.
weigh easily. I don't know how many pounds. They come in chaddi baniyan and come and scream.
Yeah.
So why should we take such people seriously?
Yeah.
And they come in chaddi baniyan, and there was a guy called Rey Mysterio. I thought he was the coolest, right? He used to come in a
Yeah.
mask and all. But I think
His
at
songs
that,
were also great, man. Like that opening track of it.
yeah,
Was
yeah, yeah.
brilliant.
And there was a guy called Undertaker, if I'm not wrong. He's
Oh
died
yeah,
like
yeah.
7 times and comes back. And yeah, oh, dude, we totally forgot. So speaking of TV shows, the weird TV shows. Point number one, there was a TV show called Power Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an entire dynasty of Power Rangers. There's like Power Rangers in Japan, Power Rangers in England, Power Rangers in USA,
Yeah.
Power Rangers in space with a dog as a captain.
Dog is the captain.
Yeah, there was this thing, right? SAPD or something
Power
like
SPD,
that.
SPD. Special
SPD,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Space Power Rangers or
What
something like that.
I've never understood that why, first of all, they're stereotyping, right? Girl
Yeah.
gets pink. Like,
Yeah,
what logic?
obviously.
Yeah.
Dog gets
Black,
pink,
yeah.
Asian gets yellow, black man gets black.
Black man doesn't get
And-
black, dude.
Yeah, the black man always used to get black, and the most powerful person always gets red.
Red, yeah. They do some cool move, dude. It's like karate. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
They stretch
it's
their hand,
like
it's Power Rangers SPD, and they have
Yeah.
a watch on their hand.
yeah, and after every battle, huge explosion in the background.
And these guys pose also.
Yeah,
They're like,
Mandatory
explosion, ara. Acha, let's pose.
yeah. Dun, dun.
Yeah. My favorite was the, what is that? Boss battle.
Yeah,
Because villain becomes big.
yeah.
Because too much protein shake. It becomes huge.
Correct.
Like,
And
huge.
and also every single villain that they've struggled against for the entire series, suddenly there's just like one chomo slap here and there. Everyone's dying.
Yeah.
So you go, you die, you go away. They're all dead.
No, but that was, see, when the boss battle happens and then these guys combine, no?
Hmm.
Like one yellow rhino becomes combines with Red Bull, and then they become a huge fighting machine.
Hmm.
And that was cool, man. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And obviously there were shows like Beyblade. Yeah.
Same.
Let it rip. I actually bought a Beyblade. I'm not even kidding.
Same. I bought a Beyblade. I bought a stadium. Like those little. Like,
Yeah,
basically, it was a boat.
Correct.
That was fun, man. It was a great day.
I let it rip, and then nothing happened.
Yeah.
And
Let
you're
it
like,
rip, it
shit.
just spins there.
Yeah.
And I still remember, like, if you had a small, heavy metal one,
Yeah.
you would just blast everything outside.
Yeah. I know. Correct.
I had friends who would come with like these huge plastic ones, and I would have a tiny one, okay, but it was like made of metal.
Hmm.
I was like, let it rip. Like, yeah, we'll destroy yours. These metal ones,
Dude, it
Papa
hurts.
Chomo
Huh?
plastic ones.
It touches your
Yeah.
hand. It hurts.
Yeah, it actually hurts, but this
Yeah.
Papa Chomo one is over, and metal just like ripped through that.
Yeah. But there was people still see Doraemon, if I'm not wrong.
I see Doraemon. Like,
You see Doraemon.
Dude, yeah, in that, there was a brief period, right, where I was like switching over from television to YouTube.
Okay.
Right. Like now I'm like full on stream. Like I don't watch TV anymore at all. I watch on YouTube, I watch on Amazon Prime, sometimes Netflix, that's it, right?
Okay.
So it was in this period, right, where my mom got fully on into these Indian TV shows.
Tarak
Yeah.
Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma.
Yeah, so all your Saas Bahu TV shows and all that
Okay.
stuff. And my dad, so always watching news.
Okay.
And so I barely got any time to watch TV, right? And anytime I would watch TV, it would be like shows that I didn't really like. And that time it was like Doraemon, I would just switch it on. And it's stupid, everyone knows it's stupid, so I can just switch my brain off. And then like Doraemon is pulling out anything from his pockets. Like he pulls out a door, he'll pull out a ray gun, he'll pull out a time machine carpet.
Yeah.
Like the most craziest thing ever just happens to be in his pocket.
Okay.
And that's like really fun. Do you want to go to the next question?
Actually, before we go, I want to say this topic right now, what we're talking about is literally reliving our childhood. The reason I'm telling you is, in the chips packets, I used to buy Cheetos, right, every month. I used to wait for the first of every month. So my mom used to buy me Cheetos. In the Cheetos, there used to be a small toy, Pokemon toy. So I used to fold it up, and I used to, if I flick it, I can race with the other toy. Basically, if I flick it, basically how far it goes. And I used to have competitions with my friend. We used to have trading. We used to do trading and all those things. So probably that was another thing, like buying Cheetos and getting the toy in it. So okay, so we're going off topic. So the next topic we're going to talk about in this rapid fire is weird rules which we had in school.
Yeah. Also, we'll be talking about rules that we liked, rules that we blatantly did not follow, and other stuff like that. So, Shiva, how about you? You start first.
Rules I did not like. I didn't like any rule. You ask me. Point number one, I didn't like the concept of tie. Why do people wear ties is beyond me. Okay. It's just, I don't know why. Probably to wipe off sweat. That's a good. It's good to use a tie. But that's point number one. Point number two is uniform used to get dirty very easily, right? So when you go and play games, it becomes brown completely. Okay, I'm just talking about the uniform. That's not really a rule. Rule I did not like was, again, matching socks. You don't have to wear matching socks. Just wear any socks and come. It's fine. It's okay. Probably that was a small thing for me. So how about you?
One rule that I blatantly did not follow was the phone rule. I would like, so I got into music around 9th.
Okay.
When I would listen to music all the time. I would always be bringing some kind of MP3 player, phone, pair of earphones, and a book. And in the that was when I moved in the bus from first 5 rows to the last 5 rows.
Okay.
Like teachers are there, just move as far behind as possible. Like slide down the seat a bit so the teacher can't see you. Open a book, put in the earphones, and listen to music.
Okay.
That was the one rule I always did not like. That you couldn't bring phones to school, which I don't know if it's changed now. Like probably might have, no.
No. I don't think. If you get phones to school, then nobody's going to study. That's for sure.
No, because nowadays phones are everywhere. No, all kids above the 8th standard probably have phones.
In college only we can't get phones, dude.
You couldn't get phones in college.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is they have CCTV cameras now. So basically you cannot use the phone.
You cannot use the phone, but you can at least bring the phone.
Right? Yeah, you can bring the phone. That's okay. Bring the phone.
Yeah, and then use it in between classes.
You see, the thing with phone is, now we use it in between classes. We all check on WhatsApp. We on a mobile data and check. 55 minutes when class is over, then we check. The thing is, nobody's missing us actually. Right? Yeah. We think someone is missing us, nobody actually cares. Then why are we checking? It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out what? Nobody knows.
No, also, class is boring.
Class is boring. So talk to your friend now.
Friend is also boring.
Friend is also boring. Then don't sit in class only.
Attendance.
Then why you join college?
For degree.
Yay. You want degree, you want attend class, class is boring, friend is boring. That is why you will use phone.
No. I want degree, that's why I will attend class. Because you need to have attendance to pass exam.
Okay. So any other weird rules any rules you liked? You can put it this way.
Liked. I don't know if I liked any rules. I think one that I agreed with was your shoes. Like I don't know about others, but I personally like my shoes black and shiny. Just like I used to polish my own shoes from 8th standard because it was it looks proper now. So that is one which I don't know if I really liked it, but I agreed with it because I like shoes to be properly polished.
Okay.
That was one rule that I maybe agreed with. How about you? Any rule that you agreed with?
Any rule I liked? Probably I liked the thing that get the hair cutting, do the nail cutting. That was my favorite. See, because when you do the hair cutting, fine, you look neat and all that. So,
Yeah.
when boys come to 11th and 12th, obviously beard goes. Some people, they don't get a beard. I think it's called dirt. Their face.
Patches.
Yeah.
Patches.
But some people, obviously, their hair growth was pretty exponential. So they really had to go for a shave and all that.
No, in 8th standard, people started getting beards, full on beards.
Speaking of age standard, there was a guy. I won't tell his name, but he was a former prefect of the school. So I
Yeah.
remember him. I don't know if you know him, but I remember him coming in.
I
And
think we're talking about the same player. I think same player, it seems.
same player.
Same person.
Okay, anyway. So they used to call him Lambu in school. Basically, so I remember him coming in. I was in 8th. I said, sir, where is the 8th class? He's like, bro, I'm in 8th. I'm like, oh, okay, you're not a sir. Sorry, fine.
Yeah.
Because he had a proper mustache and proper beard and all that.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, yeah, maybe, why not? Right.
Yeah.
So hair cutting, nail cutting was good. Only thing I have a problem was socks. Shoes were also fine. Tie also you can remove. I was a tie there, I never understood. But yeah, the rule you got to go with it.
Yeah, tie rule I never fully understood. Do you know what else I did not understand? It was those people who would not wear a tie, but would wear that top button of their shirt. Like why? Like it is still choking you with that. Like why you're not wearing a tie but you're wearing that thing?
I know.
And if you're wearing the top button, wearing a tie is not that tough after that. You know, because your top button only is going to start choking you right from the beginning. You can just put on a tie on top of that. You know.
Yeah. You know
that I never understood. People who do that.
You know, another rule I never understood, at least in the lower classes, was the class monitor. Now it seems very funny.
Yeah.
Because class monitor, it basically has the powers of a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Basically, when the teacher is out, you have to go in front of the class, shut up, don't make noise, I'll tell the teacher. And whoever makes noise, they used to write the names on the board.
Yeah.
Now in college, you're like, Batsa, write my name also. I didn't talk, but write my name. I want to be there, okay? But it's cool
because they say, okay, all of you students get out. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And they used to have this thing called, I'll write in your diary. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll write in your diary. So what you'll write in your diary? Teacher will write, oh, your child is not be doing this. See, parents that point of time, they would have had a hard day of work and they'll come. Son and daughter is not studying. What a waste of life. You won't do anything in life. You'll go to put a tea stall and all. So that's the thing, right? Now, so they used to scare us. They used to use the scare tactics that, you know, I'll write in your diary, get it signed by principal. Worst part was this. They used to give the paper. You'll get 7 on like 50 or something. You'll get it signed by your parents.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Some smart people used to forge signature. Which is a talent. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a talent.
So also, I don't think teachers know your parents' signature. So any school students listening, this is great advice. Just make up any random signature. Just say, this is my dad's take. That's it.
First of all, don't listen to Ashish. That's very bad advice. Kids, don't forge signatures. Don't do it.
Yeah. Instead, study hard.
Study hard. Even if you get 7 on 50, get a beating. No problem. But don't forge. So that was random topic number 2. Okay, so the next topic we're going to talk about is the weird trends. Not weird trends. The trends which we had back in the day versus the trends we have today. So back in the day, we were obviously in school, and today both of us are obviously going to complete college. He's completed college. So what were the trends? You want to go first?
Yeah. Do you remember these rulers which you would slap on your wrist and they would be like a nice band?
Oh, yeah. Correct.
Those were everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, everyone would be like, ta-ta, I mean, it's like, oh, look, dude, cool band.
Yeah.
Then remove it, keep it aside, take an actual scale and then draw a line.
Yeah.
Those were the, and plus the designs on those also would be really funky.
For me, I wouldn't call it a trend, but this is something I noticed in class. Basically, you can judge how rich a person is based on the pencil a person gets. Okay? So if a person gets Faber-Castell, you're like, Macha, Ambani. If you get Natraj, you're like, very Bikari.
Yeah.
See,
Natraj pencils were amazing though. They were like
exactly.
proper
Natraj,
quality.
Apsara, they're fantastic pencils. I use them even today.
Yeah.
But at that point of time, your Faber-Castell, like, oh, Macha, full high. Then Camry, like, she, what? Then, now, there used to be pencil boxes. Okay. So, pouches, I think, comes in college.
Before pencil boxes, there used to be those pencils which would look like pens.
Pen pencil.
Huh?
Pen pencil.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what they're called. These pencils that would look like pens.
Okay.
And they were like, you had to like click it at the top and they'd be like a thin pencil line that would come out.
Yeah.
Those were all the rage.
Yeah.
As soon as they came out, everyone's like, yeah, dude, look at this. Look, like, I'm not using a pencil. I'm actually using a pen. Look.
Yeah. Actually, we couldn't use pens until the 8th standard, if I'm not wrong. We used to write in pencil.
Yeah.
And then, bringing watches to school was a big deal. I remember once in one of my schools, I don't know which one, but suddenly there was a rumor going around that we could get watches to school, right? So all of us excited, right? We get watch to school, and then we get screwed properly by the management. You can't get watch to school. You have to be in 8th standard for that. Yeah. We're like, oh, we need to be 8th standard to tell the time. Okay, fine, cool, no problem. We'll just chill with that. Another thing was, I remember, so some people used to get the geometry box. And I say geometry box is basically a cuboid. It's a cuboid with curves at the edges. Yeah.
By the way, do you remember scrapbooks?
Oh yeah, scrapbooks.
Like you put your name, your date, your date of birth, best thing about me, best thing about you, home address, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like full information.
That was the first Aadhaar card.
Yeah. First Aadhaar card, yes. And that was the first way I remember that people like proposed properly. I proposed as a not like, will you marry me, but like, I like you kind of thing. That was the first medium.
Yeah.
Which I remember.
It's a very good point you raised because scrapbooks, people don't use it anymore. Nowadays, it's just, they use digital information, but there's something about a scrapbook because basically what I've noticed is when you give it to a guy, you just write crap.
Yeah, it's all kinds of weird stuff there. What's your name? Sachin Tendulkar. All kinds of weird. Anything that comes to mind, whoever is trending.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference. I don't remember giving scrapbooks in 10th or something, but I gave it in 12th. I still remember. I gave it in 12th. I took a book to everybody. I think I gave it to you also. Anyway, your handwriting is bad, to be politically correct. Handwriting is bad, but so I remember giving it to you. You just wrote things I couldn't understand. I gave it to guys. They wrote all in.
You understand, please.
No, please. I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand something about asking her out, but I couldn't understand. But when you give it to girl, so beautiful. Okay, first they will decorate it. They will use different color pens.
Yeah.
And they will genuinely write something which they feel, which is a beautiful thing. Yeah, guys don't make effort at all. I remember one guy, he wrote in my book, "Hi Shiva, I'm leaving the school. I hate you. You're an idiot. I just wish that we had not met." This is literally what he wrote.
Truthful at least, no. Papa guy. Truthful at least.
What I'm saying is, truth, you don't have to be truthful always. You're leaving the school, at least lie and get it done with. Put flower, put butterfly, do something. Be creative, basically.
No, but but you're right. Like this was like, I remember giving that book to everybody. Even people that I did not talk to was like, oh, 12th standard. And it started with somebody in my class doing it. Like they would hand out like these plain white sheets. And everybody started doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember that you started it after I did it.
Hey, what nonsense.
Yeah, dude. whatever stuff that I wrote in your book, I did it because of what you wrote in mine. Don't forget that.
Oh, okay.
Have
Interesting.
you forgotten yours? Like bloody 7-page expose you've written in my book.
Huh?
Yeah,
What exposure?
7-page expose about my entire life.
Dude,
Second-hand
no, you
research.
you have to send me the pic because I don't remember what I wrote, but I have
No,
what you wrote. I still have it.
yeah.
So
And I think we all have everything that everyone wrote in 11th and 12th.
no, it's. I think this is an important topic to talk about because in this age of digitalization, it's definitely
Yeah.
made our life easier, but it's also made our life very antisocial because there's always a charm in writing something down,
Yeah.
right? Sending letters to people. People
Yeah.
don't do that. Do they do that anymore? I don't know.
Yeah,
Does our generation do that anymore? I don't know.
I think we do, but it's just more convenient to send a message on WhatsApp. Okay, so any other trends back in the day versus now?
So for me, I think the trend you used to get these shape shifting cards in Cheeto packets. Do you remember that? Like you
Also,
look at it in one direction, it look like
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Look at it
Yeah,
other direction, it looks like something.
yeah.
That was one trend. And then you used to get these chewing gum tattoos. Boomer.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Uno was the best, man. They had such amazing flavor.
Yeah. Is it there? Is it there in the market still?
I don't know. I don't know if it's there in the market still, but I remember until 11th, 12th, I would still buy Boomer,
Okay.
2 rupees per chewing gum,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up from 1 rupee per chewing gum.
Okay. That's 100% increase.
Still 1 rupee.
Still,
What can you buy right now for 2 rupees? Nothing you can buy.
2 rupees.
Yeah.
Urinal in bus stand.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Fair enough. You can buy that.
You can.
Oh, well. Oh, also, do you remember this is particular to our school, but people started collecting notes.
It's a good thing you reminded me because I got caught in class for doing this. So I was big into trading coins, right? Trading coins and
Yeah.
notes. Yeah. So
We were all big in 7th and 8th standard because somebody started going around like, this is my coin collection.
yeah,
Entire school out of nowhere became coin experts.
yeah. I know this. Yeah. I used to trade in a lot of coins and all that, and then I remember we used to do it in class hours. So the teacher comes in and like whoever trades in coins, stand up. We all stood up. And she's like, okay, come to the principal's office. We're like, ma'am, please. Da. Leave us alone. I'll give you some coins. She's like, okay, fine, calm down, just sit. So basically, we didn't do it after that. We just stopped. But that was big in school.
And you're right, it did just stop. Like I think it happened all throughout 8th. And then the exams happened. We had 2 month vacation. Then we came back in 9th, and everybody forgot about that. Coins stopped existing after that.
Yeah, because again, priorities change, right? Once you go to higher classes, you go into coaching class studies and all those things. So all those things go. So that's a part of childhood. I'm glad I had it.
Which is another trend is coaching classes. 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, you would have A's, B's, various coaching classes for science, maths, and all that stuff. And I think almost every kid I knew would go to those things.
For me, it started from 10th. I never personally went for all these things. But the trend started when I was in 10th. When I was in 8th and all, it was not very big. And 11th and 12th, it was the rage, at least for science. I'm not very sure about commerce. But science, it was the rage. To go to coaching class was, the thing, right? The holy grail and all of that. So if you didn't go to coaching class, you're like, oh, you're dumb or something. If you go to coaching class, you're smart, basically. So, but I'm glad I'm out of that phase right now because the kids nowadays, you have coaching classes from 5th and 6th standard.
Yeah, because I remember I was very weak in chemistry. Chemistry and biology, I think. I was really weak in sciencey subjects then. And I had to take coaching classes for those subjects only.
Okay.
Because I did not understand anything that was taught in class. and I had to go for outside training to actually understand all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, did you have to go for ACE or base classes to get into science?
There was a A's group, basically the A section. If you want to get to the A section, you have to pass an exam. This is
No,
the
no,
A's people said.
I'm talking before that. So there was this thing called BASE, right? BASE.
Yeah.
Best ahead of no, be ahead of something. I don't know. Right. So they would conduct coaching classes to make sure that you got into science.
Okay.
So they would teach you like advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced biology.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basic physics only I don't understand. Advanced physics I completely failed it.
Well, you
They
ended
were
up in
doing-
commerce, I think.
Yeah, like dude, they were doing the graph.
Yeah.
I'm like, physics is force is equal to mass into acceleration. Where did graph come from?
Dude, physics without graphs is, it's called.
We had graphs. Like I remember being in that class, right? And they would like be on a graph. It'd be like x1 by y something times this thing times that. Will point to this area on the graph. I'm like, where did you bring the graph from? What is that area on the graph? Why is it there?
That you should ask him. Why are you asking me?
No, like 3 months of training there, just a blur. Okay, we had our first like test, right? Internal assessment. Okay, I got 10 marks out of 200.
You got 10 out of 200.
10 out of 200, copying from everyone around me.
Is that even possible? Like, that's 5%, dude.
I was in the top 50%. Okay, also, right, to this guy called Suhas from that coaching class, if he's listening, big shout out, because I got 10 marks because of him. He was like, he just pushed his answer paper to the side, like, okay, C, or D, A, and just copied the last 10 answers from him. I'm sure I got my 10 marks from him.
It's not an achievement, dude.
It's not the top 50% achievement.
Top
Especially
50%.
since I did not understand anything, and I'm somehow in the top half of that class.
My God, yeah. Man, that was a phase, man. That was a phase.
Yeah, that was a huge. I'm so glad that it stopped.
Yeah. Well, that was the end of the rapid fire episode. We talked about 3 topics, and I think it was good fun. Probably instead of one topic and going through all the aspects, talking of 3 topics was pretty interesting for us also. So with that,
I also think it was really, really interesting to talk about topics that you guys have given us.
Yep.
Which, if you have any topics that you guys can give us, there is a link for that on the Facebook group and in the YouTube comments. You can click on that. If you would like to be on the podcast, like our guest last week, then there's a link for that as well. Click on that, fill in your details, and we'll contact you as soon as possible. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hit that bell icon, and thank you very much for listening.
So thank you. It's been a good night, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.